Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown at a dining room table with a white background with some cider to try. And it's the next one from Jaspels, the cider makers on Anglesey, North Wales. As I visited recently, we were on holiday there. I spotted that they were there, dragged my family up there. Not necessarily cider fans. My wife's not. My children are 10 and 7, so they're not. And they oughtn't be either, not yet anyway. And yeah, visited them. There was a chap there. I think it might have been Ed, the cider maker that I met. I don't know. I'm going to try and find out so I can put some more information on these films. This one's called Woodland. Woodland. Nice. I love Anglesey cider. Fine cider makers, Jaspels. A medium cider. The first one, the Sundays was a medium dry. This is a medium cider made from the late harvested Anglesey cocks, russets and cider apple varieties, providing a full body cider with lingering vanilla and woody notes. So I assume that means it's been in a barrel. It's got vanilla and woody notes, been aged in some wood, we assume. So cocks, russets, so like Eastern County style cider making down there, sort of eating apples rather than cider making apples, but with some cider varietals as well. And I did talk to the guy briefly. Some other people came in, I was in a hurry, and he said they had like Dabbinet, Yarlington Mill, blah, blah, blah. Quite a few, well-known varietals. So I assume that's what's in here. Anyway, so the medium dry was on the sweeter end, I thought, for medium dry. It was acceptable, but for me, I thought it was a little too sweet. This one says it's medium, so let's see how it compares. Oh, I think it's still. Is this a sparkling cider or a still cider? The first one was sparkling, and it wasn't too bad actually. It was quite a nice, gentle fizz. Yep, okay, let's pour it out and see. Cool, if they're doing a still cider, that's kind of cool, because a lot of cider makers would never dream of doing that, because the general public, in general, publicly, tend to go for fizzy stuff. And for me, most cider's too fizzy. If it's forced carbonated, it's too fizzy, it masks the drink, it makes it painful to drink. Sometimes it's so fizzy, it makes you gassy, it masks flavour, it gives flavour of carbonic acid because it's CO2 dissolved in the liquid. It affects the flavour to some degree, but let's have a look at the colour. And it is a pretty colour. It's gold, but a hint of amber. I'm going to use this tile again. I'm lacking a thingamajig currently, so this tile will be my thingamajig. There you go. That works as a thingamajig. Look at that, nice, hazy, gold bordering on amber. Nice looking thing. Right, pop that back there. It's actually the placemat for our water jug. Right, let's have a sniff. So actually, yeah, this is a bit crisper, a bit fresher on the nose. I thought the Sundays was a bit more sweat. It's not that sweated cider apple character, hints of funk about it. Smell like a traditional cider. This has got some East Coast elements to it, I want to say. Yeah, cocks and russet. You get that. It's a little bit fresher, a little bit greener, but beneath that there's a nice deep apple character. Yeah, it smells good actually. Almost like a Venus kind of character to it. Nice nose, really nice nose. Smells a little bit like baked apple as well. Yeah, almost like a syrupy thing going on. Syrup? Something's making me think of syrup. Obviously, this is what's making me think of syrup. But I don't know why it's making me think of syrup. There you go. I'm going to try it. Okay. For my palate, this is sweet. It is sweet. However, the acidity in whichever apples are in this, well, cocks, russets, cocks will bring a bit of acidity. I don't know what the side varietals are. It could be some sharps, bit of sharps, whatever. Something's bringing acidity to this, and it's just enough to offset that sweetness. If it didn't have this, if it had a hair less acidity, I think this would be too sweet. I've got a sweet tooth, but it just feels like it's too sweet, and I assume it's back sweetened. I don't know if it's back sweetened with sugar or with, does it say on the bottle? Out of Anglesey apples, natural fruit sediment and sulfites for freshness. So yeah, it doesn't say if they're adding sugar to it or not. I assume they're back sweetening. They must be back sweetening. They must be back sweetening. I can't believe they're cold racking or something. They're definitely not keeving. Cold racking to stop fermentation? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty sweet. For a medium, it's sweet, but it's saved by that acidity. I think a lot of people would like this though. I do. It hasn't got quite the tannic structure that the Sundays had, but I think the Sundays was basically all cider apples, I assume. This isn't. It's going to be lower in tannin. And it is maybe a hint of tannin. Vanilla. On the nose, I almost get a very subtle sherry-ish character, like oxidative. That's not a criticism or complaint. I flipping love sherry and I love that. I love like certain wines that get it as well, like orange wines and stuff. You get that like slight character to them. And Jura wines, Albois, they get it as well. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say there is the merest hint of vanilla. There's quite a lot of sweetness. Then it's that baked apple thing as well. So it's like an apple dessert, effectively. You know, that's what it's like. And what's wrong with that? Nothing. Yeah. For me, it's too sweet for a medium. For me, you know, I'm throwing that out there. And there is no definition of sweet, medium, dry, really. It's just up to the cider maker to decide what they think is sweet, medium, and dry. Yeah, it's up to their palate, to the line in the sand. So some people's palates are much sweeter than others. So for some people, like a medium dry is a sweet, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, people. Some people for a dry, it's actually a medium for other people. Yeah, this is 6%. Got a bit of oomph to it for sure. So there's some sugar in the apples. So I assume this isn't diluted back at all. But yeah, they're a solid producer. We've still got their pear cider / perry to go, and we're looking forward to it. There you go, Jaspels from Anglesey. I like the fact this was still. There's some good stuff going on in it. I found it a bit too sweet. I like the fact that they're not carbonating. That's pretty cool. I like the fact they're doing that. You know, it's a very traditional style of cider they're making, which wouldn't appeal to maybe everybody in the world, but they're doing it anyway because they want to, and we appreciate that. So there you go, guys. Thank you for joining me at this dining room table with this white background. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.